traders, today's video we're going to talk about the banks, specifically Wells Fargo. We're going to pick the worst bank probably in the whole world, despite the European banks, for the video, because I feel like if you want to play this market and you don't want to go and buy tech when it's about 2% off its all-time high, and you want to find a sector that's been beat down that can potentially have a big move to the upside, you know, I've been saying this for weeks now. Banks from the big red flag, especially European banks, to being a dark cloud, to what if we start recovering and the coronavirus starts to fade away and people go back to work and the economy starts picking up again. The banks have a lot of room. I mean, Wells Fargo over 100% to the upside, just to, back where it was trading in the beginning of 2020. So let's go by step-by-step process, because we want to do this very calculated and not just say, oh, Wells Fargo's up 7% today, I'm going to go and buy it, because that would have got you burned in the past, and we don't want to get burned. So what I did here in Wells Fargo is we want to look very shortly. So we really have to dive down here on the daily chart. We want to look at previous up days, okay? Now, again, this is a unique market. We've never seen anything like this. But we want to look at prior history. So we have up day here, big up day, big green candle, followed by red, red, red with earnings. Big up day here, next day, a little bit of follow through, fade. And let's remember this trend line. So we have 1, 2, let's label them, 2 failed breakouts. Then we have here, we made a new low in Wells Fargo, and we'll call this a queen king candle. Basically, we have our red candle followed by a large green candle, so it overlaps it. So we'll call this our third breakout here. And then we actually had an inside day, meaning the candle was inside the previous candle, and we actually had another big green up day here. So we'll call this number 4 of our breakout. Again, followed by a big red candle, flat, red, today green day. So here's what I want to look for. I want to look for follow through. That's my main thing. I want to see follow through to the upside. Now, I don't know if we're going to hit this 200-day moving average at 43.5. To be honest, I think that's silly, having a price target up there so quickly. But what I want to do is look for follow through after today's big green candle, or up 7%. So let's say for the next, so we'll call this day 1. We have a day 2. Let's just say we stay above 25. We're at 25.94. And then we consolidate. So let's say we have day 3, day 4. And then on the 5th day, we pop. We have another green candle again. That's going to be extremely bullish. And this trend line will now be used as support, and we can actually extend this to the right. Okay? So I have this trend line here on the failed breakout, second failed breakout, right? And then today, we actually have a trend line breakout. Now, we want to have volume. That's very important to have volume on a breakout to confirm it. We don't have any volatility change, which is expected. Usually when stocks go up, volatility does nothing. But we have to see some follow through. And then what I do is look at other bank stocks to see, are they starting to see upside breakouts? So we could look at other names in the XLF sector. Goldman Sachs, it is. We went from a pop consolidation phase. So this is what we want. We want to be compressed, then a big breakout. Let's look at Citigroup. Very similar chart here. We pop, consolidate. You see how here, this is exactly what we want to see in Wells Fargo, or really any stock on a breakout. We have our big green, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 day breakout. Now, it doesn't matter if it's 5th, 4th, or 6th day. We want to see us hold and then break out to the upside. Let's look at JP Morgan, probably the best out of the XLF names. We'll say fundamental management wise. Again, very similar pattern. Green candle, inside day, green candle. Okay, I like this. Consolidation, breakout. Just look for follow through. That's really it. I don't want to go and chase a stock on the high of the day up 7%, but when you see that stock, let's say it's up 1-2% or down 1-2% for the next few days, remember today when you wanted to buy Wells Fargo on the breakout, well, you're having your chance when the stock's going sideways, especially if you're buying options, you're not going to overpay for those options. And then when you do catch that breakout, those options will shoot up in value. Lance Polito here. Let me know what you think about the video. Comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Send me an email. Thanks again, everyone.